Hello, my name is Matt Dixon, and during this presentation, I'm going to tell you about an idea I had for producing a data tool that we can use to sell to outdoor stores. You may wonder if there is really enough money in the outdoor industry to make creating a data tool for outdoor stores worth using our time and resources. And the answer is definitely yes. According to a survey by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service done back in 2001, there were 13,034,000 hunters in the United States. And there were also over 1,761,285,000 in hunting related sales in the state of Texas alone. Hunting related retail sales in the entire United States that year came out to $24,708,970,000. You also have to keep in mind that $24,708,970,000 was only from the sales of hunting related items and did not include sales of other things carried by most outdoor stores like fishing tackle, boats, camping supplies, and that's just to name a few. There's many other things that an outdoor store would carry that aren't listed on here, even home decor. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made by outdoor stores. Instead of using data from a survey, I thought that it would be better for us to use what is referred to as big data for this project. Nowadays, practically everyone in the United States has a computer or at least has access to the internet, and a very large percentage of people who use the internet also use social media sites. This is creating huge sets of data. In fact, according to Science Daily, 90% of the data we have today was created in the past 2 years. These extremely large sets of data that are being created and added to every day are simply referred to as big data. You may be wondering what big data has to do with outdoor stores, and that's a fair question. There are already many large retail companies, such as Target, who are using big data to help improve their marketing strategies and grow their companies. And I think that we can use big data to provide outdoor stores with information that will be valuable to them, and as a result, we will be able to make money from it. People who like to hunt, fish, go camping, or really just do anything in the outdoors are usually very passionate about the things they do. As a result, they talk and think about these things all the time. Everyone seems to post things like their thoughts and the things they like on Facebook. People who enjoy things like hunting and fishing are no exception. It seems like there is a page for every different interest people could possibly have and for every decent sized company. As a result, there are a huge number of people who have liked things related to the outdoors, such as hunting, fishing, camping, and even just the brands of the gear that they like to use while doing these things. For example, there are 4,744,520 people who have liked hunting on Facebook. And there are 1,291,348 people who have liked Real Tree Outdoors, which is a company that just makes camo and produces hunting videos. As you can see, the amount of data available to us through Facebook is far greater than the amount of data that we could get from any survey. Here's how I think we can use the data from Facebook to come up with something that will be valuable to a company like Bass Pro. First thing we'll need to do is to get data on how many people have liked things like hunting, fishing, camping, etc. on Facebook. We will also need to get the same information for most of the popular brands of things like hunting gear, fishing gear, camping gear, archery equipment, firearms, companies, and companies that produce anything else that Bass Pro will sell in most of their stores. The more data we're able to get on these things, the more companies we're able to get data on, the better. Let's make the predictions we make using our data more accurate. And as a result, we'll make it more valuable to companies such as Bass Pro. Bass Pro is a huge company and continues to grow and build new stores all across the United States. And one way that I think we can provide useful information to Bass Pro by using this data is by using it to find which areas would be most profitable for them to build new stores in. To do this, we will need to sort the data that we gathered by city and state. We can then find the total number of times people from a certain area have liked things on Facebook that are related to the types of things that Bass Pro carries. Areas with more likes will be areas where Bass Pro would have more customers. This would help them figure out which areas would be the most profitable places to build new stores, and in effect would help them continue to grow. Although finding out which areas would be the best for new stores is very important, we could use the same data to provide other valuable information to these outdoor stores. If we sorted the data we had on different companies by city and state, we would be able to see what people in a particular area preferred, as far as maybe what kind of camo they preferred or what brand of bow they preferred. We would do this making sure we only used the data for different companies, though. The data for who liked hunting and who liked fishing would be useless for this. Say, for example, Bass Pro built a store in Wichita, Kansas, and they were trying to decide what kind of camo they should stock. With our data, we would be able to tell them whether there were more people in this area who liked mossy oak camo or Realtree camo, which are two of the largest camo companies. So then they would be able to stock more of whichever type people in that area preferred. Being able to customize their inventory in each store in this way to fit the specific needs of the people in that area would help Bass Pro maximize profits in each store. And we could also use this to help them decide whether they should really include entire departments in stores in certain areas. For example, a store in Oklahoma City probably doesn't need as large of an area devoted to fly fishing as one in Colorado, where there's a lot of small streams and people fish for trout a lot, and fly fishing is big. And by using the space in each store in the best way possible will also help them to maximize their profits. The information we could provide by using the data that I've talked about and using it in the ways I've talked about, it's not just something that Bass Pro would be interested in. It's something that any outdoor store would be interested in. There are many other companies like Cabela's, Gander Mountain, Dick's Sporting Goods, and even Walmart that could benefit from the information that we could provide. We would be able to provide information to any of these companies or any other outdoor stores who were willing to pay for it. And in my opinion, I think it would be very valuable to them, and I think we would be able to a lot of different stores. And if we wanted, we could get a different set of data having to do with a different industry, different type of store, and we could provide companies in other areas with the same type of information that we were able to provide outdoor stores with from this data. That concludes my presentation on how we could develop a data tool that would use big data from Facebook to provide outdoor stores with information that would be valuable to them and as a result be profitable to us. I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to my ideas, and I hope that we were able to use them to make this company some money.